A couple of years ago, a small gem came out on the PS3 that had some great storytelling and smart gameplay. It was called Heavenly Sword and was revered by many arty gamers but disliked by many others. And now it's time for the developers to create their second game, and it's already come out. It came out in October of 2010, and I saw it and I was quite intrigued, so I thought we'd check out Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. Enslaved, enslaved, enslaved. From developers Ninja Theory comes this post-apocalyptic tale of two slave escapees that battle for their survival and freedom. This little title crept past some of the big blockbusters of 2010 and earned some critical acclaim for its unique vision and fantastic input from Andy Serkis. Whilst not one of those huge games to take up all our time, this little title grabbed my attention. So let's jump into Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. Enslaved centres on two main characters, the beautiful and tech-savvy Trip and the sluggish survivalist Monkey. After they both individually escape from a slave ship, Trip forces servitude on Monkey in order to survive and gain freedom. This results in a great adventure story that rests on the teamwork between the two, and it's great to see a friendship develop the more you play through the game. The script is strong, the level design is fantastic, and the story never overburdens the gameplay, which helps keep up the pace. Characters are well developed and intrigue you to the point where you always wanted to see what the next cutscene is. Yet as brilliant as the presentation is in this game, you're kind of let down by some dodgy controls, bugs and glitches in both the gameplay and cutscenes, which may irritate your play. Enslaved has some of the best scenery seen in any of the 2010 games. The graphics are visually rich and intense, and it seems like they've eliminated any of the dull palettes which is seen in many other games. And they called it a post-apocalyptic world. It's beautiful! The character animations are some of the best I've seen, as the expressions and feelings of Trip and Monkey are so easy to read. This is probably due to the wonderful acting and direction of Andy Serkis as Monkey. Like in Heavenly Sword, he pulls it off brilliantly with a great supporting cast keeping up with him. Battles look great, and some of the dynamic angles for some of those stunning parts of the game are a welcome touch. As mentioned before, the voice acting and lip syncing are admirably done, and the special effects never feel cheap or overused. Music by Nintin Savni incorporates world music from all over and it helps inject that mood of journey, transition and resolution. Complete this with some of the most beautiful looking worlds in gaming, you'll find it's quite enjoying to travel through these environments. As you control Monkey throughout the game, you'll gradually gain more abilities and tools the more you progress. These can range from creating distractions to hoverboarding. As teamwork is essential to advancing, you'll be throwing Trip up and over locations and she'll be unlocking doors and areas for you. Now, due to her overly girly attitude, she'll cower when the robots come, so thankfully you've got some gear to battle with. You've got your normal attack, your heavy attack, stun attack, and also some shooting abilities, as well as many different enemies that require strategies to defeat them. As it is great to watch, it almost hinges on being a bit monotonous at times, but thankfully, due to plenty of different chase scenes, boss battles and puzzles, Enslaved has a nice balance of gameplay. The climbing may feel a little uncharted, but it does work well and has quite a swing to it. It's not challenging, but can be a little constricting in parts. You'll have energy orbs to collect to upgrade your weapons and health through Trip, and I also loved how you really do get that sense of care for Trip. I found myself always looking around for her, making sure she wasn't in trouble. The gameplay is enjoyable, but you will be frustrated in certain areas where the characters just get stuck in walls or don't react, and having to sit through some of the same cutscenes every time you die in some of the game's more challenging areas is just stupid. You should have fixed it. Enslaved is a small gem that delivers a great tale of survival and some absorbing adventure gameplay. It's not as big as some of the other titles out there, but those who love story and a unique kind of game aside to all those shooters that are out there currently, this might be just the game that you're looking for. So be aware that there are some bugs and some little glitches in it, but it's not going to ruin your fun, so I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10.01.